So there's been multiple things in battle rap that's been brought to my attention that came out to be true. And about, I'm gonna say about a good 95 to 98% of the time that I'm told something from different sources, it ends up being true. I only bring that up to tell you this. This whole situation with the whole Daylyt shit and everything, last night, late last night actually too, I spoke to a source on the whole shit. Now understand what I'm about to tell y'all. It's coming from a very reliable source, but I do not know the facts. I didn't speak to ARP, which I didn't even bother reaching out to him or about none of that shit. He got enough, I'm pretty sure he's dealing with. I did not hear this from Daylyt. I'm only going off with the source that I have, who's close to everything, who's always, like I said, spot on about everything. You know what I'm saying? This is what they told me. Again, I'm not saying that what I'm saying is fact. I'm only sharing information. I seen Daylyt's live talking about he was promoting the shit out this battle. I disagree. I don't think he was promoting the shit out this battle. May he have tweeted at Mickey Facts a few times, yeah, but I don't think he was. Not that he didn't promote at all, but he's saying, yo, he was promoting the shit. Be careful. Be careful. Yeah, he's friendly, but you never know. Yeah. I don't know why people just run up on other people's dogs. Like, Paulo, relax. Relax. Like, how you just walk up on people's fucking dogs like that? He's a fucking pit bull, stupid ass. Does he bite? Bitch, he got teeth. Anyway. Yo, man, he's stupid. Paulo, relax. So, when it comes to the whole Daylyt shit, like I'm saying, man, he says he's been promoting this shit out this battle. I don't know about that. If y'all know something I don't know, feel free to put me on. But bottom line, point blank being, from what I heard from my source, again, I'm not telling you this is fact. From what I'm hearing from my source was that there was some sort of communication issues between RBE and Daylyt. And supposedly because of that is why they decided to go and set up Head Ice as an opponent for King Los. I can only speculate that if in fact there was a communication issue, Daylyt said in his live that he was on the phone with King Los while King Los was on the phone with RBE, because according to Daylyt, RBE gave King Los 30 minutes to decide whether or not he's taking the battle with Head Ice or he had to return his deposit. Now my issue with that right there is this. If you're on the phone with King Los while he is on the phone with RBE, why not three-way that call? Why not tell King Los, yo man, patch me in on that call, let's get to the bottom of this shit. Why not do that? Or you right there, because you got a phone, all you got to do is, you know what, hold on, man, I'm calling these dudes right now while I got you on the phone and straighten that shit out. And that's why that shit sounds a little shaky to me. You know, so far I haven't heard anything from ARP. I don't know what his take on the situation is. But you know how drastic of a change that is? That here we are maybe 3 weeks away from the actual event and you change your co-main event? You don't think that there had to be something drastic there? You think they just woke up one day and said, let me change this? Let me tell you something also, which has pretty much been known out there, but again, from my source. You know how many battles was supposed to be on that RBE card that got blocked? So at the end of the day, here's my thing. With all the money that RBE has tied up in this event, and all the dumb shit that's happened, that's made this, putting this event together, or the card together, fucking hell for them. You mean to tell me they're supposed to risk, if there was a lack of communication, they're supposed to risk not knowing if you're gonna show up, or if you're gonna show up and do some dumb shit, when they can't even get any sort of communication for you? So again, I don't know that this is fact. This is what's coming to me from a reliable source, that was the situation. And again, I just seen that whole thing as weird. Like, if you're gonna believe what Daylyt said, well, there's a lot of questions that come with that, and I don't see how the fuck, I don't see people questioning that. All I see is people saying, oh, you know, RBE is foul for snaking Daylyt. Well, if you know anything about RBE, especially as a fan, when you go to their events, they're very approachable. You know, you can talk to them. They always looking to try to figure out how to make things better. They're really fan friendly and all of that. And you've never heard of anybody, including Daylyt, say they ever had any sort of business issues with them. So with that said, are you not gonna really ask yourself that question? Or are you not gonna sit there and know, like, yo, nah, something drastic had to happen that they turned around and did this? Clearly, you got to think about it. They must have talked to King of the Dot in advance to make sure that them getting head ice wasn't going to be a problem. So think about that timeline. You think that sort of conversation gets done in one day? You think you wake up one day and say, you know what, I don't want Daylyt on this card no more? Let me get up and book head ice and deal with King of the Dot, who has him under contract, and so on and so forth. You think that that's how that shit works? You just wake up one day and move, you know, blink of an eye, it just happens like that? No, there had to be some sort of timeline of shit that happened. Then Daylyt said in his live that he was gonna drop text messages as soon as he got off the live. All the text messages. He didn't do that. He screenshotted a text message that he allegedly sent to ARP talking about how his feelings was hurt. That's what he put out there for y'all. Then he said on that situation, oh, you know what, still buy the tickets, still buy the pay-per-view, still go and support all the people on the card. Does that sound like somebody who's truly hurt? Does that sound like somebody who's unaware of why this type of shit isn't happening? Don't get it wrong, man. Like, I wanted to see Daylyt on there. And again, my biggest issue with RB is that I said the way they made these announcements wasn't cool. They should have announced Daylyt first and then announced King Lo. So to me, it would have had a bigger impact. But bottom line, Daylyt, you know how big this whole situation is. If in fact it was a communication issue, why wouldn't you be in communication with them? It's easy to send a text message. You don't always got to be talking on the phone. Like, come on now, man. When it comes to the rest of this card, I see people slandering this card crazy. Understand, first off, Sway 7 versus B-Dot. That battle was crazy. Iron Solomon versus Big K. You got Ill Will versus Big T. Who else you got, man? You got Pat Stay versus Danny Myers, which it's already been put out there. It was supposed to be. It's been put out there already. It was supposed to be Pat Stay, and Pat Stay put it out there actually. It was Pat Stay was supposed to battle Shotgun Suge. That didn't work out. They got Danny Myers. Another fire battle. Like, think of what this fucking card had to cost. So they supposed to sit around and there's supposed to be this big lack of communication, and they supposed to sit around and wait till the day of the event to see what the fuck is gonna happen here, or wait till a week before the event to find out what's gonna happen with all that's on the line here. So I should believe that out of nowhere, RB came out of nowhere and decided to do this shit. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I refuse to believe that. I think Daylyt's had some dope showings on RBE. It's another reason why I'm disappointed in this whole situation. But again, I refuse to believe that they just woke up one day and decided this is what they're gonna do. Anyway, man, I'm disappointed because August was supposed to be such a big thing for battle rap, and this shit has turned into a fucking soap opera. That's what it's really turned into. And I do feel bad for not only the people who have money invested in this situation, because it's not easy, but I also feel bad for the fans who spend their hard-earned money on plane tickets, on hotels, on pay-per-view, on tickets to event, to see who they wanted to see, and it's not happening now. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, and there's plenty of blame to be pointed out at everybody, but it's like, come on now. All I'm asking from y'all is to look at all the situation with an open mind. Don't be biased when you look at this. And on top of that, support these cards, man. Support these cards. Support the Summer Madness. Support the Rare Breed event. You do not have to pick one or the other unless financially you have to. If it is not a financial burden on you, please do not be on that dumb shit where, oh, I'm only fucking with one league because they're more popular. I'm only fucking with this league because what they said about that. Like, whatever the fuck. Like, that's stupid to me. You a fan of battle rap or what? Not saying, like, I say it all the time. When I go to an RBE event, I went to my first King of the Dot event, I felt welcomed. I felt like the staff really gave a fuck about what was going on. Salute to King Fly, King of the Dot, you know. He definitely, you know, was making sure we was good, you know what I'm saying? Lawrence, ARP, shout to, you always see them making sure everybody's good in the venues and all of that, you know. So at the end of the day, I just want y'all to support battle rap, man, and don't let nobody eat your fucking mind up to make you feel like you gotta do one or the other. Cause it's not true and it's not fucking fair. So salute to y'all, man, and hopefully there's no more nonsense to come. You know what I'm saying? URL, man, only thing I'm asking for y'all, man, is to just communicate with the people better. We deserve that. We deserve that. Remember, when it comes to any business, you aren't anything without your customers, man. The consumers really run shit. You know what I'm saying? And while you can't always give us what we want, you could be professional, man. That's all I'm asking. Salute to everybody. Let's see how this all plays out.